Aloha, this is Stephanie. Welcome to Turtle Flow. I am excited to be here with you to share full moon in Aries today. So please let me know where you're joining in from. I'm just gonna set up my screen. And if you're watching this on replay, welcome. So I'm just gonna quickly talk about the full moon in Aries, and we're gonna go straight into the Yin practice. So tonight's Yin practice, I'm gonna be focusing on the gallbladder meridian points, which ties in really well with the Aries energy. So we'll be doing a lot of hip opening, and it's also going to help you open up the jaw and tension the shoulders, hips, sciatica, and on an emotional level, most importantly, we're going to release a lot of anger, any pent-up emotions. So it's going to be a deep emotional healing, and the Aries let me just type. So the Aries full moon, it's a harvest moon. It's the second supermoon of the 3 supermoon series. So we just had one in September and then today. And tonight's full moon was around 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And next one is going to be on Halloween, October 31st. So we're going to have 2 full moons in October. And both are supermoon. And supermoon means the moon is closest to the earth, so you feel the energy more intensely. And I don't know about you, but I felt like last full moon was a lot more intense than this full moon, but all the astrological reports I've been listening to and studying, they all say today is a pretty intense full moon. So, but like anything, you want to tune in and just don't go by what other people are saying, but really validate for yourself everything you hear, everything, any information you get, and really feel it for yourself and tune in. That's why this practice is so important, to help you cultivate the discernment, really honoring your truth. And Aries is all about the self. It's the first sign of the Western zodiac. And it's about being assertive, motivating, and making that forward movement. There's that warrior-like energy to really, it's a fire energy, and fire, when it's used right, can be very transformative and comforting, like cooks food and it transforms. So we want to be cultivating that positive energy of the fire. And then I'll be ending the practice with about 15 minutes of Reiki, distance Reiki healing. And we'll dive deeper into this deep emotional healing we'll be going through with this Yin Yoga practice. So if you're watching live, feel free to use a live chat to ask any questions. Please introduce yourself and let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you're new to Yin Yoga, And those of you who are watching it on the replay, feel free to comment in the comment section and let me know. And, you can always ask any questions you have. So Yin Yoga, we go very slow. We honor our body. And if something hurts, you always readjust. And it's not about pushing yourself, but just meeting yourself exactly where you're at right now. So with Yin Yoga, I'm going to be suggesting some props for tonight's practice. But depending on your flexibility, or if you don't have any props, then just do what you can. So props are just suggestions to help you hold the pose longer with more ease, but it's not a requirement. So you can have a couple yoga blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can have like thick books or like even a very thick box that can support weight. You can have couple of bed pillows instead of bolster, blanket, yoga blanket, or couple bath towels or beach towels. And then for the Reiki, when we're lying down, you can have eye pillows or just hand towel, a scarf. And then for tonight's practice, you might need a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use like a belt from your bathrobe, maybe even a scarf, but you're probably not going to need it. But there might be this one pose where you might need. So let's get straight into it. And then once you're in the pose, I will go over some of the aspects. So each pose, we're going to be holding about 3 to 5 minutes, and I will time them. So in between poses, I will show you how to get into it, how to prop yourself, give you variations. And you don't have to try everything I'm showing. You just tune in, see what feels right for your body. And then if you're good where you are, you stay and try to be as still as long as you can. So with further ado, let's come onto your back. And I'll be reading some aspects of the full moon as we move through. So you're going to start on your back. Bring your feet slightly wider than your hips, feet flat on the floor. And then just let the knees come together. And the feet don't have to be so close to you. You can bring your feet slightly away from you. Arms are relaxed by your sides. And just softly close your eyes. Soften the muscles of your face. Start to relax all the muscles and ground into all the support beneath you. And then just start to deepen and lengthen your breaths. In and out through your nose. Full inhale, just allow your torso to fill up all the way to your belly, to your collarbones. Full exhale through your mouth. Just let it go, release your jaw. And just a couple lion's breaths as you settle into your practice. Feel free to sigh out a few exhales through your mouth. Or you can just simply exhale through your nose. Pause for a second or two at the end of your exhale, and then take your next inhale. You can keep breathing in and out through your nose. And just let go. Feel yourself arrive to your practice. Start to align to the present moment, to the rhythm of your breath, slowing it down and rooting into the earth. And just start to observe the present moment, honoring whatever thoughts that arise, any emotions that arise. And let them all just flow through as you keep focusing on your breath. Take a moment to tune in. Hear the sound of your breath. Maybe you can feel your heartbeat. Soften through your belly. And allow each breath to fill up your torso. Feel that expansion. And allow each exhale to completely empty your breath. Observing that sense of contraction. And then let your breath start to settle to a natural breathing. Relax all the muscles. And then tune into your heart center. You can set an intention for your practice. You can think back to the new moon intention if you set one. And just open up to receive. This is again harvest full moon. So we're harvesting, receiving the fruits of your labor. Seeing your intention come to fruition. If not, that's okay. Just honor what is present for you and just set another intention for your practice. And then gently hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Allow your breath to start to settle to natural breathing. So from here on, you're going to just let the breath be natural, effortless, but make sure you're not holding your breath. You can even circle your knees, either together in one direction, and then feel free to switch directions whenever you're guided to switch. And then let your feet come wider again. And then swing your knees side to side. And then just allow your knees to drop to one side. And you can just stay here, looking straight up at the sky with both feet on the ground. Or you can bring that bottom foot on top of your top thigh. And then just make it heavy. So you're not pushing it down, but the weight of the ankle is going to just press down and open up this outer hip, outer thigh. If you need support, you might need to support your knee with a book, blocks, or blanket folded. At any point, if this is too much, you release. And you're still going to feel by gradually letting your leg release to gravity. Start to relax all the muscles. Try to be as still as you can. Again, stay on that one side. I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to hold this for 2 more minutes. So we've already been in it for a minute. So we're holding 3 minutes on each side. And then I will be getting up to read you some aspect of this full moon. So moon is now Aries, coming in hot for the full moon. So this is by Star Heal on Instagram. So Aries is active, quick, impulsive, aggressive. Keep yourself in check, while Mars, ruler of Aries, is square Saturn to avoid problems. Full moon in Aries requires a balance between yourself and others, war and peace, grace and brashness, harmony, discord, give and take, being selfish, partnering, going solo, accommodating to others, or taking the lead. This full moon may bring awareness to where you may be emotionally reactive, angry, frustrated due to unhealed parts of yourself, and feelings of having to face pain alone. It's a deeply personal lunation. And the Chiron, which is wounded healer, is also in Aries, and it's conjunct to this full moon. So that heightens emotions and sensitivity involving pain, trauma, related to nurture, feelings of inner wholeness, motherhood, woman, the public. So those are the aspects of this full moon. So now you're going to bring your knees back up and feel free to do some dynamic windshield wipers. Or you can just go straight to the other side. So let your knees drop to the other side. Again, you can just stay here or put this foot on top and just let it drop. Take a moment to find the pose that feels good to you. So sometimes if your knee feels like it's too close, you can bring your knee out more. You want to mostly feel this in the outer hip, outer thigh of that top thigh. No strain on the knee. If you need support, you can put something under your knees. And the key is to find that sweet spot where you feel just enough opening, but you can find some sense of ease. And just let go and be. And try to be still. And we're going to hold this for 2 more minutes. So again, we've been in it for a minute or so now. So all together, you're holding it for 3 minutes. And then as we move through the practice today, I'm going to give you more silence. So Yin Yoga, it's the most powerful when it's in silence. So you can really tune in and listen to yourself. And that's what this Aries New Moon is all about, coming home to yourself and really listening to that inner truth, your deepest truth, cultivating that self-confidence, assuredness, certainty, so that you can show up and serve others in a balanced way and not get confused or distracted by the external forces. Being very clear of your purpose what you want to serve, how you want to use your gifts. And this is a big time of reset, so honoring where you need to let go and not resisting areas that come up that's asking to be let go. And if you resist, it's going to be harder. So the more you tune in and listen, you'll hear that soft whisper of your inner truth guiding you, giving you direction, inspirations, action steps. Discernment to make the right decisions. So that's for 2 minutes. So come on out very slowly, mindfully, and we're targeting, again, the gallbladder meridian points, which is related to discernment, releasing anger, and Mars is also in Aries, retrograde. So a lot of resentment, anger can be released right now. And sometimes anger is a disguise for any hurt, vulnerability, so allowing that to be exposed. So once you get the layer of the anger, then you can get deeper into where you're truly hurt and being very honest about and allowing yourself to be vulnerable so that you can heal and send love and compassion and allow yourself to feel. So with tonight's practice, you might feel certain emotions arise. So let yourself feel. This is a safe space. And especially if you're at home by yourself, it's a really safe space. And I'm energetically holding space for you to safely express and allow yourself, giving that permission to just feel anything that comes up. Knowing that it's arising to be healed, to be acknowledged. So make circles, make any movements. You might even straighten the legs and kind of shake them out. And then now you're going to come on up to all fours. And just take a moment, do some cat-cow. Hands underneath the shoulders, shoulder width, knees hip distance, hips over the knees. Inhale to arch, exhale to round, and start to arch with your inhale, round with your exhale, and just kind of make forward and backwards movement. You can rock side to side, make circles, just find your rhythm, loosen out your body however feels good to you. There's no right or wrong way. This is called marauding bear. It's one of the counter poses. I'm cracking a lot. And then we're going to go straight into a swan pose. So you're going to bring your right leg forward. Draw that back leg as far back as you can. And depending on your skeletal structure, you might bend the leg more, or this leg might be way forward. But you're not forcing, you're honoring the structure of your hip joint. Some of you might want to put like a blanket under your hip. And stay upright for a few breaths. So this is going to open up the front thigh of your back leg. Make sure your knee is not hurting or feeling pulled. And I'm going to set the We're going to be here for 3 minutes. And for some of you, you might have to kind of slightly bend that back leg if you need to modify. Or you might need an even higher, like a block underneath. So as long as you're feeling something here, that's as far as you need to go. And then whenever you're ready, you can either come onto your elbows. You can even have something under your elbows. If you need to stop here, or you might have to stay up higher. Soften your shoulders, or you can turn on the shoulder girdle, or you can fold all the way. So that's swan and the gallbladder. Again, we're just allowing anger, discernment, helps you make the right decisions, inspiration, right action to take. Again, you can stay down here, it's up to you. As long as you're feeling the stretch in that outer hip, that is as far as you need to go. And just let yourself be, feel whatever that comes up. Send love and allow yourself to relax into the pose and start to draw your senses within. So lunar energy is the yin energy. We're aligning with that feminine, receiving energy, revealing and illuminating what's hidden, just peeling away the layers, going deep into your truth, coming home to yourself. And whatever that's in the way of feeling joy, peace, and love, that's at the root essence of you. You're just allowing it, give gratitude, let go, and tune in. Observe your natural breath. So now you're going to come onto your hands, and you can either curl the back toe under, step back to down dog, and pedal out your legs, or you can just step back to all fours and do some riding bear. If your lower back is sensitive, you can even take a child's pose. So I'm going to give you about 30 seconds of counter pose time, and feel free to take whatever pose feel right for you. Just gonna double check something. And then when you're ready, feel free to switch sides. So you can come on to all fours, or if you're still in down dog, you can step your left foot forward. So either from all fours or from down dog, step your left foot forward, slide your right leg back, and lift your heart for a moment. And take your time finding your pose. Honor that each side is different. So your leg might be way out here like that, or it can be bent, but we're not forcing any alignment. You want to feel what's natural to your hip structure. And And feel the stretch in that outer hip. If your hip is floating high, you can put a blanket or block or something underneath. If this is too much for you, you can also bend that back leg to more of a deer variation to modify. Again, our target area is that outer hip. And then inhale, lift your heart, keep your shoulders down, or you can soften through your shoulders. And then if you want, you can stay upright longer, or you can start to come on down to your elbows. If it's challenging to come all the way to the floor, you can have your elbows on blocks at whatever height you need. And as you're holding, as your body opens, you can readjust the height of your blocks or your books. If you don't have any props, you can just slightly bend your arms. That's kind of hard and gives you more of an arm workout, or you can just stay with your arms straight. But just honor what feels right for your body, honoring each moment. And just know that you want to get into that quiet space, practice listening. Again, I'm going to give you more silence. We get bombarded with information. So silence is so valuable, especially at this time. Let yourself feel. Honor whatever feelings are present for you. And I have distance Reiki turned on before I started the live, into the live stream, into the space. So just feel any healing you need. Simply relax, open up, and receive. And know that Reiki, which is universal energy, bringing life force energy to you to create balance and harmony and the healing you need. Body, spirit, mind, and emotions. So it works at any level, and you only receive what you're open to receive at this time. So at any point, if you feel the opening from holding, you can go deeper. Or if it's too much, you can always come up higher. Always honoring each moment. And then slowly come onto your hands. You can curl the back toe under, lift the knee up. You can step back to down dog, or you can step back to all fours. And then just a cat-cow, or you can pedal out your legs in downward facing dog. And do some marauding bear. And then now you're going to come on to your belly and set up for seal. So this one, we're only going to stay for a couple minutes. And you can have your feet wide, you can have your feet close, elbows can be right under your shoulders, or you can bring your elbows forward if your lower back is sensitive. Your shoulders can be soft, or you can turn on the shoulder girdle. Close your eyes. You can gently keep your neck straight, or you're welcome to drop your head without any effort in your neck. So again, take a moment to find your pose, and then try to be as still as you can until you can go deeper, or if you need to back off. Always come out of the pose if something hurts. And if your lower back is sensitive, you can always come on back all the way down. Stack your forearms and release your forehead down. And you still get a little bit of that back bend, and this is really great for strengthening your lumbar and opening your heart to reverse all the rounding from sitting all day. Sometimes when it's so quiet, it can make you uncomfortable. So honor what those feelings are, any discomfort. Let it flow with your natural breath. Soften your face. And then slowly come on up to all fours. Again, you can do some marauding there. Or you can take a child's pose. Big toes together, knees can be wide. Arms can be by your sides, or arms can be in front of you. And just relax. And allow your lower back to release. And then gently roll up on your inhale. So the next pose we're going to do, you're gonna sit up on a blanket if you need support. So I'm gonna just face you just so that you can see what I'm doing, but you can just face this way if you're on your mat. And you might need either a pillow or two, or a cushion, or a block. So we're gonna do half shoelace. This is like cow face pose, but with the legs straight. And the first minute, we're going to do a side bend, and then the second minute, we're gonna come forward. So you wanna first sit with both sit bones evenly grounded, and stack let's start with your right leg first, all right? So right knee on top of your left thigh, and you wanna let the knee just drop. So you're on the side of your foot. This leg, relax the straight leg. Sit tall. Then you're gonna lean away and keep from rounding forward. So you feel all the stretch on your side body and the outer hip. And if your knee is way up here, you might wanna sit up on an extra blanket or even a cushion, or like a meditation cushion, or you can even have like a book or something under your knee. Allow the knee to release down. Okay. This block or another prop can support you here. And you can just let the head drop. And you don't have to go that far, as long as you're feeling something through your side body and the outer hip, and both sit bones are grounded. This knee is not, you're not holding your knee up. This is half shoelace with the side bend. So we're going deep into that gallbladder meridian points. You can support your head with your bottom hand, or you can just let the head hang. You can also bring your back arm behind you or over your head on the side. So again, first minute, you want to play with what feels right for you. And every time you come to this pose, you're gonna need different things. So listening to your body, honoring this moment. And some days you can go like really deep, other days not, but you don't want the opposite hip to lift. And then gently come up on your inhale. Then now you're gonna fold forward. Let the spine round. And if you need a block, you can put a block under your forehead. If you don't need any props, just let the head drop. Relax the shoulders. Palms can face up or down. So now you're feeling the stretch all the way through the back of your leg, as well as the outer hip. If you want to go into full shoelace, you're also welcome to bend that bottom leg and just go into your shoelace. That's optional. One more minute here. And as you're holding, allow yourself to drop. If it's too intense, you can always come up. And let go of any frustration. Feel free to sigh to exhale through your mouth. So gallbladder, meridian points also allows you to release resentment, frustrations, anger, cultivating discernment, which is very connected to the Aries energy. Revealing what's hidden, just seeing things more clearly. Slowly roll up on your inhale. And then gently bring your leg forward. You can shake your legs out. Or you can do some windshield wipers. And then set up for the other side. So now you're going to bring your left leg on top of your right thigh. Let your knee drop down. And you're going to notice one side is going to feel tighter than the other. So honor the difference. Take a moment to just readjust. This leg can be straight. Make sure both hip bones are grounded. And then start to lean to the opposite side towards that bent foot. And you want to feel all the stretch in that outer hip, the waist. And this is also great for releasing all the tension in the lower back from sitting all day. Again, you can have something under to support you. One side is going to feel more open. And let go of any effort to hold yourself up. Relax all the muscles. So the more you relax the muscles and just stay still, we're going to target those deeper layers of connective tissues, ligaments, the fascia. And the fascia is where all the emotions are trapped in your body, unprocessed emotion. And if your shoulder's way up, that means maybe you don't even need the prop. Again, just play with where you can comfortably hold, and you're not going to your 100%. We're easing into it, and you just hang out at about 70% of your maximum capacity. You can drop your head, or you can support your head with your bottom hand. And then gently roll up on your inhale. You can keep your bottom leg straight, or you can go into the full shoelace. Inhale to lift up, exhale to fold. So if you just want a deeper hip opening, fold. If you want to stretch out the back of your leg, then you keep the leg straight and fold. So one is not better than the other. It's what you feel you need. And if you kept that leg straight on the other side, just do the same on this side. Again, if you need support, put something under your forehead. Let your spine round unless you have something going on with your spine. Always consult your physician. And allow yourself to just be. So when we fold forward, it's very grounding. And listen to your natural breath. Keep going inwards, tapping into your truth and coming home to yourself. See where you can soften. Watch thoughts, emotions just flow through like you're watching a movie. And then gently roll up on your inhale. Then bring both legs in front of you. Take a moment to kind of shake your legs out. Or you can do some windshield wipers. And then come on to your back. So the next pose, if you need support for your neck, you can have your blanket under your neck and head. And some of you might need a strap. Some of you probably don't. And you're going to come to your side. Stack your shoulders, your hips. Bring that top leg straight across. Bend your bottom leg. Grab your foot. Press your foot into your hand. And you can lean back to twist or just stay with your shoulders stacked. This is called cat tail pose. I'm going to be here for 1 minute. So this is stretching that front thigh, your back leg. Another option is to keep this top leg bent. But when you have it straight, you might feel that stretch in that outer hip, outer thigh. If you can't grab the foot with your top hand, you can make a loop with your belt or something. Hook your foot. And then put the strap around it and hold. And you can control how much stretch by pulling the strap closer to you. Tighten up the strap. Soften your face. Again, just hold. So that's cattail pose. Option is to lean back to add a twist. And then slowly release your foot. Stack your legs. Come on to your back. You can do some windshield wipers or hug your knees to release your back. And then you're going to bring your legs straight. And then shift your hips slightly to the right. Walk your feet to your left, keeping both hips grounded. And then bring both torsos to the left, keeping both shoulders grounded. Arms are by your sides or over your head. You can grab your opposite elbows to add some openness to the lungs and heart meridian points, and this is still working the gallbladder meridian points. You can even cross at the ankles and then just let go and be. You can release your arms at any time, and this is called banana asana. We'll be here for 2 minutes. And you're welcome to release your ankles or switch the ankles. You just want to feel a nice stretch through the whole side body. And the neck and the head is an extension of your torso. You can see where you can be. Honor the natural rhythm of your breath. Soften your face. Feel free to sigh out your exhale through your mouth and let go and release your jaw. Relax your muscles. Let yourself just be. Receive the opening. And then uncross your ankles, inch by inch. Come back to the center. You can take a moment, either take a mini shavasana, feel the rebound, so that feeling the after effects of the rebound energy is sometimes even more powerful and important than the actual pose in Yin. Feel free to move around if you feel like you need to move around. And then set up your cat-tail pose on the other side. So now you're going to stack your shoulders, hips, bring that top leg straight across, or you can bend, and then grab your bottom foot, pull the heel towards your buttock. Another option is to interlace your fingers between each toes. And then as you're holding, you can actively pull the heel towards your buttock, or you can start to release your foot into your hand. You can keep your shoulders stacked, or you can lean back and start to add a twist. Cat tail pose. Going to be here for one more minute. Again, soften and simply observe the natural breath. Listening, connecting to yourself, cultivating self-assuredness. Clarity, self-love. Notice what thoughts come up. It's telling you you're not good enough, you can't do something. Honor that. Maybe see what age that thought or emotion started from. You can go back as far as like 7-year-old or beyond. And then start to release your foot. Oops. Oops. Knocked off my plant. So release your foot without knocking off your plant. You want to come out slow and mindful. Come back onto your back. Again, you can bend your knees and do some windshield wipers. You can take a moment in stillness in mini shavasana, or you can hug your knees and rock side to side. And then set up your banana asana on the other side. So you're going to bring your legs straight, arms by your sides. Shift your hips to the left, and then start to walk your feet to your right. Keep both sit bones grounded, and then walk your torso to the right so that you feel all the stretch through the side, left side of your body. You can cross at the ankles, or you can keep both feet grounded. So this is a nice side stretch, and then relax all the muscles. Arms can stay by your sides, or you can bring your arms over your head, either grabbing the opposite elbow, or you can grab your wrist. And then just let your arms rest. And then if you need to go deeper, you can readjust until you feel all the stretch through the side body. This is called banana asana because you're named after the right banana shape your body's creating. It's a nice side bend for the whole left side of your body. Again, just let go once you're in the pose. Soften all the muscles and try to be as still as you can. One more minute here. You're also welcome to switch the ankles or release the crossing. And if you feel the opening, you can always inch by inch go deeper, keeping both shoulders, both hips grounded. Or you can always back off if it feels too intense. You can allow yourself to go inwards. Let your truth be revealed. Tapping into that inner wisdom of your true self. Let yourself be. And then gently release your arms. If your arms are over your head, uncross your legs if your ankles are crossed. And inch by inch, come back to your center line. And then take a moment, allow your whole back body to ground. Receive the rebound energy, subtle, tingling. Feel that energetic movement. Feeling the life force energy, ki moving through, or chi moving through. And then you can just go straight into your final resting pose here. Or if you need any props to support yourself, you can put rolled blanket or blocks under your knees. You can have a bolster under your knees. You can have eye pillows on top of your eyes. So take a moment. You can also have a blanket on top of your belly. So take a moment to readjust and find the pose that feels right for you so that you can really get comfortable and release into a deep relaxation. So especially in that last pose, I was infusing extra Reiki to go into that deeper inner child healing, tapping into the emotion from your childhood. So while you're in Shavasana, relax and open up to receive. I'm gonna do a couple claps to release any stagnant energy. Take a moment to rub your palms together. And slightly bring your hands apart and just feel that warmth. Feel the energy moving between your palms. Very subtle movements. And then take a moment to just place them on your belly. So this Chiron energy has to do with a lot of womb healing, whether you're female or male. Gallbladder is also good for digestion. So take a moment to just bring in some Reiki energy for great digestion. So you can let go of what's not serving you. And just cultivating space, inviting in vitality, confidence, willpower for forward movement from the inspiration you received for the inspired action to take. So this is a great reset. So you might be guided to move to a new place or change jobs, let go of certain relationships. So again, just without resisting. And once you get that guidance, taking that action. So when you take charge for yourself, for what's right for you, and take that action yourself, the more you will be rewarded and aligned with flow, energy, abundance, synchronicity, the right help. When you resist, then the universe will make that choices for you, making it harder for you to move through, like you're swimming upstream. And then you can rub your palms again. Feel that healing energy that I'm sending through via distance, healing from my screen to yours, into your hands. And allow that healing to just intuitively go anywhere in your body that you need. If you have certain pain somewhere, you can definitely put your hands wherever you feel pain in your body. Or it could be just your heart center for emotional healing. If it's a head, if you need to clear your mind, maybe place your hands by your temples. You can gently even place your hands on your jaw if you feel like you have a very tight jaw. Or shoulders if you're carrying a lot of burdens. And you can do that as long as it feels good to you. You might even have one hand at your heart, one hand at your belly, relaxing your shoulders. And then whenever you're ready, you can just relax your arms and allow yourself to release into a deep relaxation, conscious relaxation, to sending love to anywhere, any emotions that arise, any limiting beliefs, thoughts, and just let yourself be in this deep state of relaxation, receiving. trusting that the Reiki energy flows through time, space, distance. So you can heal any past traumas that are present for you, any repeating patterns of thoughts and emotions that are not serving you. Again, tracing back to the roots of when you first remember feeling those feelings. And if you don't remember, it's just the intention of trying to remember. And you can even picture your age or the year, the exact scenario where you first felt that emotion, whether it's not feeling good enough. And then give a lot of love. And then I'm sending distance Reiki symbol to clear and heal that energy. Just boosting you with that extra distance Reiki. And if there's more than one or two thoughts or emotions, belief systems, you can do that with another one. You can even visualize sparkling golden light or green light, healing, turquoise light. See what color resonates with you. Giving it lots of love, compassion, acknowledging those thoughts, feelings, gratitude for any lessons you might have learned. And then let them go. Feel yourself free, lighter. Inviting that space with something positive, the opposite of what you felt. So if it was not good enough, feeling confident, if it's sad, happy, just filling that space that you just let go with the opposite, positive feeling, and allow that to just overflow like a soothing balm over a wounded scar. Feeling that sense of soothing, healing love. Bring that into the present moment. See where you can soften and relax. Then I'm going to be bringing 528 hertz, love and miracle energy, frequency of a tuning fork. So as I do that, please listen and receive the vibration physically as well as emotionally. Noting any subtle, the very subtle sound. Just observing those subtle vibration. Last one. Then we're going to seal that Reiki healing with unconditional love, light, and giving thanks to any source energy, whatever God that you believe in, universal energy, guides, ancestors, ascended masters that were present for you to help you heal, that are of the highest vibration, that's here for your highest good and highest good of all. And start to deepen and lengthen your breaths in and out through your nose. As you wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Deepen and lengthen your breaths. Feel free to sigh out a few exhales through your mouth, so you can kind of shake it out, shake out your arms and legs, circle your hands, your feet. Then on a big inhale, just reach your arms over your head. Give yourself a big stretch, pulling your feet and your hands in opposite direction on a big inhale. And then exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Gently rock side to side, releasing your back. And then when you're ready, roll to your right side. Take a moment in fetal position. And then when you're ready, keeping your gaze inwards, gently and mindfully press yourself up, coming to a comfortable seated position. Allowing yourself to sit tall, bringing your palms together. Lift your heart as you bow down, just sealing in your practice with gratitude to yourself for showing up for yourself, and thank you for sharing your practice with me. And let's seal your practice with one collective Om. Please take a deep inhale through your nose. Om. Thank you. Namaste. So I hope that's helped you. Just moving through this new moon, full moon energy in a more positive, uplifting, empowered way. And if you have any questions, feel free to write in the chat or in the comments. And I'm wishing you wonderful October. And it can get pretty rocky, so because the Mercury is going to go retrograde soon. So just taking extra caution for communication and checking everything, double checking everything. Hi, Jacqueline. This will be available on replay, but it might take a while for it to come on. So you can watch the replay, Jacqueline, but thank you so much for joining. That happy full moon in Aries. And I'm actually just logging off. So I hope you have a wonderful evening. And it takes time for processing when I finish, but just check back and it should come on. Otherwise, if you go to the yoga class playlist, it'll show up there if it hasn't come on to the upload section. So thank you so much for coming on, Jacqueline. Have a wonderful evening. So this ended up being a full hour of Yin Yoga. and Reiki healing was throughout the whole thing, but I did a extra Reiki healing focused just on the Reiki the last about 10 minutes. And I went actually a little bit over, but I started just talking for a while. So it's a good hour, a little bit over an hour. So hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, you can always write in the comments if you're watching the replay, and I will answer them. But hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for checking in, coming in, and have a wonderful evening. Full moon blessings, and wishing you abundance, blessings, love, and go within, find your inner sparkle. And then please follow me on Instagram at Turtle Flow Yoga. So if you go to Instagram, the link in the bio, there's also a link straight to this video that you'll be able to go to see the replay if it's not in the upload section. Thank you so much. Namaste.